E.
Defaults. Okay. Now that my stupid mic isn't on default. Hey guys, what's up? Hey, hi, it's me, it's Tech Turncoat. Hope you guys like that. That was Rush E by Sheet Music Boss. A piano score I happened to find not completely at random. I was listening to a podcast. And it doesn't matter what the topic was about, but they were talking about Doc Ock. Oh, wait, hold on. They were talking about Doc Ock playing the piano, which is a weird way to start this recording, but nobody else is going to see the raw recording anyway, so it doesn't matter. They were talking about Doc Ock playing the piano. And one of the guys was like, finally, somebody can play Rush E properly. And I was like, okay, what could Rush E possibly be that it would warrant this in this discussion? And come to find out, Rush E is a piano piece that can not be played by human hands, either through some mix of needing to press more than 10 keys at once, or needing to press the keys faster than humanly possible, or a mix thereof. It's a very, very interesting piece. But it still managed to, it does all that and still manages to sound good somehow. It's very interesting. Oh, interesting. And it's very interesting that I bring up the fact that no human can play it, because we are here, I think, at the end of Triple C, which means we got to throw down with our non-human Koha? It feels weird to say that in English. Being a non-Japanese person. Look, there's an AI in this game. Needs to be taken down just a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. I am excited. I also don't know if this is actually going to be the end. Everything points to it being the end. And it's even right about the same time, because if you guys didn't know, I have finished up with Hollow Atraxia. That was the end of the story was recorded last week, and in a day or two, I will have the VOD up. But at the same time, like, it feels weird. I feel like I've been doing day, night, and related stuff for basically the entirety of this channel. I started with a Fate playthrough and then did other things around that, and here we are now. Weird. What's it been, like 2-3 years? Anyway, What I think. You know what? That's enough about Hollow Attraxia stuff. You know, I've already said it 3 times. Whatever. Who cares? So, the way today is gonna go is hopefully within the hour or 2 that I normally play these in, we are going to hit end credits on Triple C. However, the way that I play and the way that the story goes often, we may be here a bit. But this, I'm pointing at the Wrestlemainia sign. This is going to be the last episode. And then this time next week is either going to be a break or we're going to be doing Extella. We'll get to that when we get to that. If we don't make it to the end in the normal 1.5 to 2 hour slot, I'm just going to keep playing. So, yeah. But we'll see how this goes. I can't imagine it going any further than that. Gil, how you doing? Looking fresh as fuck? You ready to end this, brother? Come on. Oh shit, that's right. I also wanted to do that in the background. I'm signing up for a fighting game tournament at my local. Oop, yes. Pay for each game? Oh. $19th floor. Oh yeah, we got a little we got a look at the end. I feel an intense light for an instant. I reopen my eyes to find the darkness all around me. This is the end of the far side of the moon. The moon cell's central region. It's dark and cold, but I'm not scared. I feel lukewarm. I hear the echo of creaking that reminds me of a heartbeat. This isn't like the end of the labyrinth that we've seen many times before. This place is a similar structure to the labyrinth, but it's not the Sakura labyrinth. It's a road to the moon cell's core made of labyrinth parts. It would seem this place is a threshold between death and birth. Reminds me of the underworld Kigal. This will also be my first time going to the core. It seems to be no danger. This space is like a cloth with frayed threads. We don't have the luxury of dallying about. We'll race through this road while there's still a road to tread. Alright. I'm walking slowly so that they can talk. I didn't want to like move too fast or some shit and then cut them off prematurely. This is it. It's story and I think a boss fight. We'll see. Who knows how long the boss fight will take us. We run through the empty space. A little bit more. This space makes you feel like you're going nowhere, but I have a hunch that there's definitely an exit ahead of us. But just a little further. If we can get out of this darkness, we'll reach our destination. And as soon as I had that thought, it appeared. A doorway? A platform. Ooh, so I was playing Great Ace Attorney. That's cool. What is this? Is it one for BB? Yeah, I thought so. She is as the day she is born. God damn. I'm gonna throw out the BB just in case. This is no way. A labyrinth core? Hold on. There you are. And it's colossal to boot. None of the others were this big. I'm actually gonna make it a little smaller because. What is that? Sakura, I thought BB had no more sentinels to turn into cores. That's... It can't be. I get why Sakura's at a loss for words. Appearing before us is a sculpture of Sakura. Or probably BB. Then this is BB's true self? So her mind. Wait. Then could this mean... Oh. Interesting. Sakura Labyrinth itself is BB's mental imagery space this entire time? Have we been going down BB's mind? It is reasonable to assume so. I also have a small detail to add. BB isn't inside that wall. That there is a husk. It's simply a physical barrier. Entry is not possible. Yeah, menu. But if I just want to... Alright. That's probably fine. That makes sense. Since the labyrinth itself is BB's mind. But how will we break it down? The structural integrity of this thing is no joke. No driver's getting through that thing. It may be sturdier than the core's barrier. That wall, check it out for the time being, Kishinami. Damn it, BB. Didn't think she'd have an ace like this up her sleeve. I agree. Probably only the owner can break this. We won't be able to destroy it. Unfortunately, I think our only option may be to find a different route. I'm telling you that this is... Taking a written suggestion, I examined the remarkably giant wall. Fundamentally, it's like the other cores, but lacks the warmth of life in it. Like Ronnie said, BB doesn't seem to be inside of this thing. Her mind has long since gone cold. That's what makes it similar to a billion-year-old slumbering fossil. Oh shit. Attention. Attention, Far Side of the Moon. All fictional Spiritron Pit functional thinking beings. Core control has been taken by an advanced AI. Fucking oops. Henceforth, the moon cell automaton shall migrate from the monitoring of humanity to the control and management of humanity. I repeat, an advanced AI. Oh, what did she say? No. Did we not make it in time? There weren't any signs that it happened. Sure, this that is blocking the way, but the core's right there. Nothing changed at all over there. Note, control was taken 0.0001 seconds ago in Seraph time. What? Confounded time dilation. An estimated 5,961,600 real-time seconds have elapsed since BB's request was accepted. Event selection is now complete. Is that BB's voice? The tone is different for sure, but it has the characteristics of BB's voice. What she's saying makes no sense, though. 5,961,600 seconds? 86,400 seconds in a day. Fighting gives 69. Control was taken 69 days ago? Yeah. It's the sex number. Wait, that's aside. Why are my limbs shaking? The space itself is shaking, but aside from that, I'm also being driven by a mysterious impulse coming from inside of me. I'm scared. Yeah, scared. I'm scared. What primordial fear is this? Being here scares me. Hearing that voice scares me. Gauging the situation scares me. Facing reality scares me. Looking back to the past scares me. Looking into the future scares me. No matter what I do, it's all now. And comprehending this present moment from the bottom of my heart scares me. I figured as much. So that's what it is now, huh? Run, Kishinami! We can't fight BB at this point. No, we were never any match to begin with. This was decided from the very beginning. Yes, you were too late since the onset. This game started after I had reached the core. And while I've had ownership, there is no evidence that I ever allowed intruders in this area. I shall delete these bugs to rectify this inconsistency. Now looking up the intruders who have reached the Sakura Vale Grand. Oh shit. Individual name, Takeno Kishinami. Servant, Gilgamesh. I shall remove you both. Your time shall now cease. Oh shit. Tides of Napshan draw near. Retreat, master. This entire space will be deleted. This fear consumed you, you fool. I'm scared. My body won't move. I'm too afraid. My limbs have all been lopped off at the base. What's so scary? Obviously, you'll be scared. I mean, confronting a god as a human is scary. Hearing a god declare they're going to erase you is scary. No, that's not it. Something like that isn't scary. This fear is really disgust. Something that's become the moon cell should not be speaking in human. That's right. It's not that I fear God. Humans fear God. It's repulsive to see a god that's taken on the mind of a human. Hurry and run! If you get deleted, it really will be over for all of us. We won't even have a chance to recoup. The forced execution won't extraction won't execute in time. Hakuno, hurry! Don't BB, don't delete him. Oh shit. I hope I didn't get like a bad ending or something. I know BB's heavily uh uh, uh, associated with him. I awake from a heavy darkness. It seems that I was out for quite a long while. With my consciousness still unsteady, I give my arms, hands, and body a once-over. I'm in one piece. These are the old school building's grounds. Apparently, I was able to make a clean getaway. At an unidentifiable predicament in front of that colossal labyrinth core. Stay conscious. Don't fall asleep. If this were the end, the only thing left to do would be for me to personally snuff you out. Gilgamesh's calls rings in my ears. It was a frantic, serious voice. I'm still struggling to pour strength into my hand, but I move it. I look at Gilgamesh and say I'm all right. You're awake. It appears the outer layer of your mind has gone numb, but it's nothing. As long as you feel fear, you're still human. Breathe a while and rest your thoughts. You face the unmistakable might of a god. It will take some time for your instincts to settle down. Listening to Gilgamesh, I rest for a while. Soon enough, I feel better. I stand up to find I can walk without any issue. But I wonder why I feel so dejected. It's like my brain has turned into lead. I got out of the predicament, but my mind is still completely restless. Usually, no matter what no matter what pinch I was in, the moment I returned to life, I felt a relief that would ease my mind. But just walking is making me feel down. Then, thinking about it, it hit me like a divine revelation. It's natural for me to feel down. After all, I still haven't gotten away from the fear I just experienced. Nothing I can do about it now. I made it back to the old school building, a safe zone, but the darkness still lingers in my mind. Yeah. It's as if the sensation of I made it back somehow isn't coming to me. Yeah. Sorry about the new controller that I've had for a while. I finally figured out what the extra buttons were default mapped to. I'll just make a hot up. Restroom. Hey guys. I won't be like the old man Gato. He was a real oddball. This normie's gonna do her normie thing. Just look over the news sites while letting the discontent leak out of me. So how about buzzing off to the labyrinth? You may be normal, but unlike me, you're a proper pro master. Well, nice to know they're doing all right, I guess. That's right. The other day I was thinking about Lost Belt. Was it 3? Junau's lost belt? And I was thinking about Ginako in her little space and how it mirrored something in here in Triple C, but I totally forgot what it was in Triple C that it mirrored. It was the revelation that she was in the Holy Grail War proper. She was just in a weird bugged space, which meant she couldn't like leave or engage with it properly, and died as soon as she left, which is unfortunate. Yeah, no NPCs here. There's only two possible places we can advance from. That's either my room or the student council room. So let's go to my room first. I have to go to the student council room. Okay. I bet nobody's gonna be there. Or BB's gonna be there or something. I don't know. Oh. Well. That's some sign. I returned to the student council room with a heavy heart. Good. Ran, Ronnie, and Sakura are okay. Only one thing is different here. It's the simulator Ronnie was running. It's stopped doing anything. Seeing this, I become worried. The vague anxiety hanging over me was now an evident truth. Okay, without any basis for doing so, I accept it, which means I... The simulator has finished. This is how the 7 days ends. BB seizes the moon cell. No, if BB is assigned to be the moon cell's management software. Final death toll amounts to 90% of the current population. Think of it as civilization on Earth coming nearly to a halt. 90%. That big of a numbers will we end up with, huh? Wow, really? Only 7 people registered? But we still have time. A collapse in the future is imminent, but we still have 7 days to work with. If we can somehow separate BB from the moon cell as soon as possible. President, that's no longer... Is she trying to say that it's impossible? That beating BB is impossible? I'm trying desperately to stay strong, but my heart is already broken. I already know that. Still, we have to do it, I say. I can't stand by and watch the Earth collapse. You're misunderstanding. We don't have 7 days to spare. The Earth has already fallen into ruin. Seven days later is both a simulator and a recording device. The 7 days have passed. The Earth has been a planet of death ever since we were trapped in the far side of the moon. Through 7 days later, all we've been doing is observing a future present that's already been set. I can't understand what Ronnie's saying. Nevertheless, I find myself accepting the outcome. The Earth is already in ruins? Is that so? We've been looking into the future. Apparently. Yeah, humanity fell. Fell the moment BB reached the core. We had no time to work with from the very beginning. Actually, no time has passed while we have been in the far side of the moon. Time doesn't pass. Does that mean we've been in a loop? Just like how I was endlessly repeating the preliminaries. Have we just been repeating the same span of time? I guess that question's not important right now, though. If we were looping, there'd still be hope, but that's not it. Once BB broke the barrier and surrounded the core, she became the moon cell. And the moon cell has no concept of time like our observed universe does. She now exists in both the future and the past. I don't get what Vrin is saying at all. I don't really have the willpower to question it. I'm sorry. I'm not in the best mental state to explain this either. Let me just skip to the conclusion, okay? Oh, there it is. So I need to be there by 2:30. That's not bad. No matter what we do, BB, or rather the moon cell, is untouchable to us. She's turned into the Holy Grail itself. The Holy Grail. A wishing device that makes any wish come true, which is given to the victor of the Holy Grail War. Okay. Is this sorrow coming from realizing this truth with all of my 5 senses? Back when I was in front of that colossal wall, in the bottom of my heart I no longer. The Holy Grail is an observation device that simulates a fixed period of Earth's future, storing records since human history began. They may be just possibilities, but this moon has records of an infinite number of futures. Obtaining the moon cell means getting to pick out a desired future amongst them and make it come true. Get it? The world won't instantly become the way you want it to, but it can reliably manage the Earth to become the way you wish it to. It's the most realistic wishing device. I guess the most realistic schedule management device there is. That's what the moon cell's core is. The wishing device itself incidentally decided this future, the death of humanity. This future is becoming established history. Even if we return to the near side, there may not be a Holy Grail war, even a moon cell. Yes, we're still alive because the far side of the moon is a universe of records, but those in the near side would probably see all of us over on this side as ghosts. What they said just now struck me a little. Rin said that even if we return to the near side, judging by the phrasing, does that mean they've confirmed that there's no way to return to the near side? Yeah. Right after the BB made her announcement, a gate to the near side appeared. I think it has to be because in the near side, in the established future, the moon cell's functions have changed. We can go back to the Holy Grail War if we feel like it, but it must be held outside by now. Whether it's in the moon or on Earth, there's no place where we can survive. In other words, yeah, I figured we might reach that conclusion. Just don't tell me. Please don't say it. Because the conclusion I came to when I stood in front of that wall will end up coming true. We still have this place. If we stay here where time is distorted. If we stay here at the far side of the moon, where the present has paused for all eternity, then everyone will be safe. But to live such a life, such an existence, what would be the point? Our final goal, to the return of the near side of the moon, to the Holy Grail War, has lost all meaning now. It's all over for us. Ronnie's words fall in the student council room like a curtain call. It's all over? The Earth, the Holy Grail War, our battle? It's all really over? Without a doubt, it really is over. Proof is in the fact that no one said anything further. Strong sense of failure shrouds my vision in darkness. Our battle ends here. Death simply hasn't visited us yet, and we have nowhere left to go. That sweet poison slowly making its way through our bodies had reached lethal levels from the very start. We simply hadn't realized it yet. I guess I will save. Over here, just in case. I love you, depths of the young maiden. Let us tell the final story. The fall of that fleeting reality. The natural conclusion of that love. Okay, maybe this isn't the final, but it did feel like it, damn. Suddenly I heard strange words. Hey, looks like things are getting rough over there. They were calm words. There was no voice. It was like I was being directly spoken to, not through sound, but through text. We're almost to the finale on our side. Can't start without you. We got through the finale and came to an end. The battle's over. All we can do now is give up. Give up? Oh. Give up? Oh. Give up? What are you saying? Humans give up from the start since they aren't omnipotent. We're creatures that can only live while giving up. Don't tell me you're giving up now. Words come sharply, but there's warmth in their meaning. The speaker of these words seems to relate to me. But I don't remember. Who is this? Ghost. I'm a ghost too. I'm observing the cage of the faithful. On the rightful stage, I await the final victor. Dunno. I'm sure that I've never met this person. No, oh, it's twice. Not yet. Even if one day I definitely will, with no choice but to meet and fight them. But not yet. Can't tell what's going on over there from here. Only that I saw something abnormal. You have to get out of that deadlock on your own. A deadlock. This is no deadlock. This is eternity. As long as we're here, we won't vanish. As long as we give up, we can call this a perfect world. Even if it's a far too small, closed off world. That's not giving up. That's a conclusion. A conclusion. A decision that there is no future. Suppose there's a picture here. I'm one piece. Words assemble. Puzzle pieces. An open hole in a picture. A void yet to be filled. The final, beginning hope. So long as there's a blank like me here, the picture won't be completed. That's why I continued on as one piece. Once the picture gets completed, that'll be the end. He says that, therefore, I may have given up, but I mustn't draw the conclusion. A picture that never changes, and a picture that never ends. Which one represents the concept of eternity better? Naturally, the goal is to complete one's life. All life and all civilizations, one day end. We're heading towards that end. Even now, everyone else included. However, the picture you're drawing now is... Can you say it's an art graph worthy of an ending? A beautiful design worthy of completion? The true meaning of these words are too sublime for me to understand. These words are the perspective of one who is above humans, the Messiah. There's only one aim behind it that I could gather. As it is, I won't end? Is that feels appropriate. There we go. I won't end. This place isn't right. This situation isn't right. This isn't the end yet, I think. I'm shocked. Ultimately, I guess that's the one thing my mind can't do. The reason why is... Yeah. The reason why is, even if my mind were to break, my sword is still in hand. Those words are everything you are. Suddenly I wake up. It seems I had a fragmented dream. Hey, Gil.
今のは表側の各社、旧姓のサーバントを得たものか。最大の敵に塩を送るとは、酔狂な男よ。
That was the enlightened one from that near side who gained the savior servant, aiding his greatest enemy. How eccentric.
気分はどうだ？おお、片目が開いたというところか。目の曇りは取れたようだな。
How do you feel? Oh, you've got one eye open. You've gotten that far, huh? The gloom in your eyes is gone, it looks like.
まだほうけてはいるが、とりあえずは立ち直ったと見える。頑丈な男よ。
Still groggy, but at least I see you're back on your feet. You're a sturdy man.
休憩はここまでだな。その暑苦しさ、生徒会室で悲観している女どもに分けてやるがよい。
Enough rest then. Share some of that overbearing enthusiasm with those women being all pessimistic over in the student council room. Okay. I bring my servant along and leave my room. First, why don't we talk to our student council allies? We need a firm grasp of the situation at hand. I hope Kyrie comes back at some point. I need the shop. Hey, Rin. Ronnie. Fuck. What's the matter? I don't think there's any more need to speak to me. Our operation is meaningless now. I'm starting to despise myself. The old me wouldn't have suffered. If I hadn't learned about the human mind, I would have maintained my own mental state. I hate myself for thinking that way. I'm sorry. I am an imperfect homunculus. Still need something? About the Mooncell AI. I considered asking about AI. Every Holy Grail war, the Mooncell erases all NPCs and resets every AI's experiences. What's the reason for that? To stop a cascade. Let's see. My guess is that it's so it won't deviate from how it should be as an observation machine. In reality, it may be so that it avoids cases like the ones we're in. The Mooncell is the Eye of God. Within the core is its storage medium, made of photons, which exists as on a higher dimension. The Mooncell's core knows how to end humanity. However, it provides no evaluation of such a result. The moon cell doesn't say which choices lead to the better future. That is to say, it has no criteria for evaluating good and bad. That's exactly why it leaves humanity to manage the Earth. No, it exclusively acts as an outsider that never intervenes. But if an AI with a clear criteria were to enter it, the moon cell may use it as a part of its intelligence and pick a better future, which would be the obliteration of humanity. If they're ultimately going to go extinct, then it should be done now. Taking it as a decision that curbs the waste of resources, I think it's extremely logical. Oh. Whether it's BB or some other AI, the end result is the same. As long as it's an AI that can't break free from being rational, any AI would choose to purge the Earth of humans. In BB's case, her method collapsed by way of human free will. Could, I guess, be considered humane. That assumption makes no sense, since AI aren't supposed to be able to assimilate with the moon cell. The result of all of this is that it wasn't supposed to be possible. What wasn't supposed to be possible to happen did. Some fatal bug has occurred on the moon cell. It is not that Miss Tosaka, you, or I were inadequate, nor is it Sakura or BB's fault. That bug is the cause of this distraction. Saying this, Ronnie stops talking. Looks like Ronnie's more defeated than Rin is. Not that we've tried talking to Rin yet. No Sakura? Interesting. Need something? As you can see, I don't feel like talking. Leave me alone for a while. Okay, well, I'm going to bug you again because the game's telling me to do it. A variety of information displayed here. It's really tough to read from close up. Okay, well. Man, what is it? Have something you want to ask? What did you mean by observed universe? Observed universe? Oh yeah, I did say something like that. Here, time doesn't pass. If we were in a loop, we might have still had a chance. Something like that. The theory is when you go back to the past and put the known present aside, you can rewrite the unknown present. But this situation is nothing like that kind of far-fetched dream. We can't change the result that occurred no matter what we do. The far side of the moon is a world made up of imaginary numbers. There is a concept of time, but how it works differs from reality. I suppose I should say it's the difference between perceived time and recorded time. Look, we're talking about this right now in the present, right? But 1, 2, 3. There. Now, what I just said 3 seconds ago became the past, even though we're still in the middle of our conversation. This is the perceived flow of time. Through humans' own perception, we separate time and space into past, present, and future. Observed universes have very simple laws of physics. People can't see what comes after the present, but they can influence the future. It's a bit late to mention this, but the real world on the near side of the moon are managed by this observed universe. With me so far? I guess. Basically, our world is the one with time that we perceive. Humans perceive the past as constantly updating into the present. From that present, we observe the future, which eventually comes. We can't perceive all three at the same time. But a recorded universe's laws are different. A recorded universe is perceived from several dimensions above, a high-dimensional entity. From the perspective of a higher dimension, the third dimension looks like a flat scroll. It's like if the 3D world was a world printed in a book, and you jumped from within the book and landed outside of it. You could then look down at the records of your past, present, and future that's in the book whenever you wanted. That's the perspective of a higher dimension. You get it, right? With that being the case, all time within the book has equal value. I mean, you'd be able to flip to any page or time you wanted, no more past or future. It's the same thing here. This is an imaginary number space, a higher dimensional data space made out of light. The far side of the moon is fundamentally managed through the laws of the recorded universe, not an observed universe. Interesting. We are foreign matter. Nope. I guess guests here? Creatures from an observed universe that got tossed into a recorded universe. But the moon cell's core is a parallel world simulator where past, present, and future exist simultaneously, with all outcomes calculated. Basically, it's a recorded universe entity, and now BB's become the moon cell. She gained the perspective of a higher dimension. That's why BB can manipulate the past and future at the same time. The moment BB reached the core, she gained the power to select the future and set it. The moon cell was purely the eye of God. With an AI like BB mixed in now, it's become the brain of God. I don't know what the future will look like in a few hours, but either way, BB reaching the moon cell, that truth isn't changing. By a new team. Interesting. She's now become a recorded universe entity. BB can make facts retroactive. She can make it so that she knew this present would come. It's all pretty confusing. Once BB became the moon cell, she became able to tell her past self about this present. Oh shit. It does look good. But effectively it's all bullshots. Interesting though. So BB knew from the very start that we wouldn't make it in time, no matter what. Chasing after as if we might make it in time somehow. That act in itself was futile. It was decided from the beginning that BB would reach the core in the end. Is that? That's funny. Were we fighting so that we would lose? Anyway, that's how it is. If you get it now, then be quiet for me. And win against God. If you're feeling restless, then how about walking around the school? It's safe after all. We're being kept in here like pets. There is one more stop that I want to make before I go to see Sakura. Hey, my man! And her too. Wow, really? Interesting. I'm just turning off sometimes. Well, no witty retorts? Someone heals HP at the end, just physical damage. I don't think anything new is here. Significant heals, increased movement speed. That's cool. Defense. MP, but I already have that. Okay. There's nothing else from here that I could possibly want. Unless you got powder. That's HP. Wait, what? Oh, I thought that was MP. Master MP. That was a weird amount that I bought. Whatever. Modern Way of Joy. Ooh, bandages. What are they, like Sarashi or something? Hey, Jinako. You still enchanted on trying something? I think you're incredible, Kishinami, my boy, but sometimes it's pointless to push on. Just checking. Oh, hey, man. Your mind was for racing, but first, relax. Look at Kodomini. His expression hasn't changed in the slightest. He's something else. I didn't know how to react at first, but just look at him just now calm me down. Are like all the NPCs back? What about that girl that was crazy for Leo? Yeah, I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't be around. Shit. All right. Yeah, hey. Act. I give it up on going home. All that's left of me is stay here forever for all eternity. Oop. What's up, Gil? I have Gil wait for me in the hallway. Then I enter the room. What, is something about to happen? Hey, Sakura. Ishinami. Looking to rest for a while? I'll go ready some tea. Like I thought, Sakura was in the infirmary. I guess Sakura moved over here in order to get out of Rin and Hermione's way, being disheartened as they are and all. Watch us find out that, like, she fucking reset herself or some shit. Thanks for waiting, and sorry for always serving you the same old tea. I drink the tea Sakura prepared for me. All the tea I've ever drank at the Seraph tasted exactly how I remember the real thing did. And this one's got this superb warmth and bitterness to it. Just one sip is enough to dispel the haze over my mind. Yep, Sakura is definitely an expert at making tea. Kishinami, why are you laughing all of a sudden? What is it? Did I make a bad blend, maybe? No, not at all. I answer with a strained laugh. Your tea is exquisite, Sakura. I wouldn't say that. I'm glad to hear that. This is all I have left. If I fail at making tea, then it leaves me with no reason to exist. All she has left. I guess Sakura's referring to the secret recipe behind her tea blend. Alright, at some point I guess I'll peek through the curtains and see how she mixes this. Admittedly though, I need to prioritize exploring. Now that I've had some tea and a breather, I guess I can go for a trip to the labyrinth. Kishinami, just looking at your heartbeat and brainwaves. Are you enjoying this? Am I enjoying this? Sure, I guess I am pretty relaxed. My head's been hazy ever since I got away from BB back at the core, but I feel like it's all gone away. Well, I think it's good for you to be positive, but don't force yourself. When you're having a tough time, please say so. Sakura's being oddly serious. What's she talking about? It's tough for me to see Rin and Rani look so down and you forcing yourself to laugh, Kishinami. I understand how everyone feels. Every battle we fought up until now was in vain. We lost from the start. No matter what we could have tried, our chances of catching up to BB were 0. That's why BB was so carefree, and when the Sakura Labyrinth was just entertainment she made to torment everyone. Yeah, she's right. It frustrates me to say this, but we weren't even a threat to BB. I recall what BB said when I fought her. The world has been my toy for a while now. At that moment, BB knew that she would ultimately reach the core. Yes, that's why I understand why you're dejected. But please don't give in to despair. Please don't go walking around the school, and don't try going into the labyrinth. To me, it looked like you wanted to die, Kishinami. Oh. So that's how it looked like to Sakura. I guess she misread my mental state. But her thoughts on the situation were right. I mean, it is just about over. Pointless to do anything since the future is decided. And that proves that challenging BB would be a foolish choice to make. It's weird to be thinking about walking around the old school building and checking out what's going on in the labyrinth at this point. It is weird, but still. Are you saying that you haven't quit yet? Hearing Sakura say this, I finally and clearly was able to realize the shape of these words. She's right. I guess I haven't quit yet. Did I have a drastic change of heart at some point? Or am I just so simple-minded that a little smack got me back to my senses? Whichever it is, I guess it doesn't matter. What's important is that right now my mind is clear. Also, I was entrusted to take the reins. Gato, Leo, Julius, Shinji. If I want to always remember them, then I can't go chopping the responsibilities I took over from them. Seriously, I'm appalled at how simple-minded I am. Deciding to fight just now dispelled most of my worries. My one worry left is the one contradictory result of our analysis. We probably still can't beat BB. No, you mustn't dare. If you defy BB anymore, you'll end up deleted for certain this time. I swore to protect everyone. Protect you. That's the only promise I have left that I can keep. I don't have the power to fight BB. All I can do is offer you a comfortable life here. And yet, you still... I don't understand. The school building is the only one and only safe world there is. You'll be spared by staying here. So why are you still fighting? Sakura's getting so vocal because she's genuinely concerned about me. The sentiment gently dispels my last doubt. I bet we've been fighting this entire time because I'm the type of person who likes kind people like her. The reason you've been fighting is to help people who care for others? That's right. My memory hasn't returned yet. Well, probably don't really have any memories. This Hakuno Kishinami person may be somewhat warped. A master lacking something normal people need to have. I can't explain why my memories have been hazy this whole time otherwise. Still, I've got something unshakable within me. Even if my past memories won't return to me, even if I have no future goals, there's a present me right here, right now. I'm a nobody. I'm not fighting for some epic reason like saving the Earth or the Moon. The only real thing I can hold on to are my ordinary wishes. I am me. Even if parts of me are missing, there's still a pulse going through my limbs. Even if I don't have the memories of my life, of all the stuff I did that must have been fun, if anything at all, I still remember that they were important to me. Yeah, sure of it. I want to believe in warm people. I want to protect warm people. I know I'd fallen into a long, eternal sleep, dreaming of such a future. So, I bet those desires are what this body's made out of. His little pod. Even if everything is an illusion, even if this body's some sort of after image. Akano Kishinami is important to me. And the people I love are important to me. All I insist on wanting to protect are the things I see within reach. That's the kind of insignificant, greedy person Akano Kishinami is. You're so... I thank her for the tea and stand up. Thanks to Sakura, my doubts are gone. Now that I've decided such, I can't stand around any longer. Sorry, Sakura.
ほう現金なやつよ。いまいち活力が戻らぬと思えば、女と話しただけで勢力を取り戻すとは。
You sure are calculating. Here, I thought your meager energy wouldn't be coming back. All it took was speaking with a woman.
やはり三大欲求は強いな。存分に眠り、存分に欲を満たしたのだ。あとは舌を潤すだけだ。
Those three needs humans have sure are powerful. Plenty of sleep and satisfying one's desires. Lastly, having one's fill of food and drink.
購買部の食料を買い占めるか？俺が振る舞ってやらんでもないぞ。
Shall we go empty the commissary of its edibles? I don't mind treating you this time. What's Goldie here talking about? I just had some tea made for me. I did nothing to feel guilty over.
わかっている。英雄王ジョークというやつだ。つい愉快な気持ちになってしまってな。
I know. It was an AUO joke. I just happen to be in a good mood now.
だが仕方あるまい。特に許せ。
I couldn't help myself. Forgive me this one time.
本来、俺はお前のような人間に倒される側なのだ。その恐れを知らぬ顔に何度煮え湯を飲まされたことか。
At least he recognizes when he jobs. I typically get defeated by people like yourself. How many times have I suffered in the face of such a fearless expression?
何の因果か、それを今はこうして間近に眺めているのだ。皮肉の一つも口にしたくなるというものだろう。
By some twist of fate, I'm staring close up at one of those expressions now. Really makes me want to say something sarcastic in response. He laughs as if mocking himself. No, as if he's sincerely enjoying himself. I can't believe it. Also, he was asking for my forgiveness earlier, and that's also crazy. I know this is just one of his whimsies, but I can't believe he's now proud of Hakano Kishinami.
目を覚ましたようだな、雑種。ひとときの眠りの話ではない。貴様の魂のあり方の話だ。
Looks like you've awoken, mongrel. Not just from some short sleep. I speak of the state of your soul.
生き生きとした顔をしよって。先ほどまでのくだらぬ影は完全に冥府に逃げ去ったか。
You look alive. But foolish shadow from just a while ago made a clean escape out of the underworld, I see.
なんという
How audacious. How devious. How to put it? Yours is an expression worth seeing. You're going, aren't you? I'm starting to get excited myself. Time to get serious and draw out my blades. Throughout human history, slaying gods was a king's duty. If my enemy is one who takes the throne of God, then I must do my part. Right on, Gil. Let's go see that commissary. I don't think there's anything new, but yeah. Servant HP. Significant. I wish I could just get the big ones. All right. So what are we doing from here? Talk with Ronnie. Okay. I need to go check out those bandages I bought earlier. What kind of a thing are they? This weird filter over everything is kind of getting to my eyes. Is it an accessory? Gloves? Bandages, yeah. I wish I could rotate. Yeah. Where's white? There. I like the idea of what's going on with these, and I'm probably gonna keep it like this. These shoes are terrible. Just awful. Brother, what are those? Green? Where they got the Nike fucking limeades. What? Oh, that's Ronnie. Hey, Rin. I'm so unused to seeing Ronnie from the back. Still need something? You need backup because you're going to the labyrinth? An XP farm with your servant? Listen, were you not paying attention to what I've been saying? It's pointless. Anything we do now is pointless. The future's been decided. All we can do now is live here in this place. She's right. If the moon cell is still functioning as a database, then there's meaning in preserving you and Miss Tosaka here as human samples. That is the only reason left for us to exist. You guys done? The life is draining from their faces. More so than the fact that BB's far too powerful. The fact that we've lost what we were trying to protect has stolen their will to fight. I know how they feel. I was in the same state of mind not too long ago. I can't force them to fight on against their will. However, their abilities will be vital if I want to enter the central region again. I need to somehow get them to help me, even if it's just getting me to where BB is.
それでも主戦度観測魔として俺の前に立った女娼婦どもか、バカどもが。
How long will you stare at the floor, Flynn, Ronnie? Is this the miser and the observing demon? Amazons who stood before me? Fools! What? Huh?
確かにムーンセル中枢は陥落した。貴様らは初めから阻止する未来を持っていなかった。
The moon cell's core has fallen, certainly. There was never any future in store for you all where you stopped that from the beginning.
当然であろう。奴は初めから勝利を封印した前提を作り、貴様らを呼び込んだのだ。
Isn't it natural? She crafted a premise where your victory was shut out, then summoned you all here.
ここまでは BB の予定通り。貴様らは奴の手の上で踊っていたに過ぎん。だが、若干の狂いがあるとなぜわからぬ。
So far, it's all as BB planned. You all merely dance in the palm of her hand. But she doesn't know of the slight irregularities within her.
BB の思惑ではここで終わりだ。決定されていた未来通り、奴の勝利、貴様らの敗北で幕を閉じる予定だった。
BB's calculations end here. She intended to bring everything to a close with her victory and your defeat, as the future had been set.
しかし、ここに戦う意志を残している者、いや、決しても消えぬ愚か者がいる。敗北の後に続くものがある。
However, there remains some with will yet to fight. Fools who refuse to disappear, rather, who persist after defeat.
敗北の運命は変えられぬ。こればかりは俺でも無理な注文だ。だからこそ。
Your fated defeat can't be reversed. That's the one impossible request even I can't grant. That is why.
この戦いはまず敗北しなければならなかった。
Without having first been defeated, this coming battle would never have come
この
about.
決まり事を通過してしまえば、後に待つのは白紙ばかり。貴様らの戦いはその後に生じるものよ。
Get through the events set in stone, and all that's left after is a blank page. That is where your fight takes place.
そも未来を変えるなどと思い上がりも甚だしい。
How presumptuous to think you can change the future anyway.
今とは絶えず回るもの、先とは付け加えていく織物、そして我は永劫不滅の英雄王。
The present constantly passes. The future is a cloth continually woven in extension, and I'm the eternal, undying king of heroes.
この俺がいる限り、物事に終わりはない。破滅の未来が見えているのなら、歴史を編纂するかのごとく、その意味合いを変えるがよい。
As long as I exist, there is no end. If you foresee a future of ruin, then change the nuance of the meaning, as when history is compiled. Gilgamesh's encouragement echoes throughout the sullen student council room. If it were wave washed over us, the tan girl's the first to regain herself.
その通りです。なぜこんな当たり前のことに気づかなかったのでしょう。
That is true. I wonder why I didn't realize it sooner. It's so obvious.
BB は未来を確定させただけです。未来は変えられませんが、現在は変えられます。
All BB did was decide the future. The future might not be alterable. The present is.
現在はまだ私たちの領域です。観測宇宙が記録宇宙に勝るただ一点。
After all, the present is still our domain. It's the one thing an observed universe has over a recorded universe.
現在を変革できること。それは私たちの手で。いえ、私たちでしか変えられない今なのですから。
The present tomorrow can be revised, and we can do it. No, only we can because the time is now.
そっか。そうよね。私も何やってたんだろう。
That's right. What was I thinking? A familiar glint returns to the red girl's eyes. I faintly recall something. In the Holy Grail War, she lent me a hand many times despite us being rivals. She was a worthy rival, brimming with life, who always sought to play fair.
私前に自分で言ったのにね。この戦いは BB を止めるためじゃない。
Even though I said it myself once before, stopping BB isn't the objective of this fight.
BB が決定させてしまった未来を変えるために戦っているんだって。
We're fighting to decide the future. BB ended up to change the future, ended up deciding.
その通りよ。未来が確定しているのは私たちが BB を倒した今がまだこの裏側に存在しないから。
That's right. The reason the future is decided is because the present where we defeated BB doesn't exist here in the far side yet.
私たちがその現在を作っておけば新しい可能性ができる。未来はまた違う結果を迎える。
But if we can create that present, we can create a new possibility. The future will have a different outcome.
未来が2つある以上、ここで起きた未来は現実世界とは一致しなくなる。
With two futures, the future that occurred here will decouple from the present world.
BB を倒したところでもう大きく未来は変わらないかもしれない。でも
To be honest, defeating BB might not make a huge difference to the future at this point. For all we know, still.
でも誤差は必ず出ます。 BB を排除しムーンセルを正常に戻す。その行為自体は無駄ではありません。
Still, a computational error will arise. BB will be eliminated, and the moon cell will return to normal. That itself is worth it.
私たちにはまだやらなければならないことがある。
We still have work to do.
バカどもを起こす劇などとくだらぬ真似をしたものだ。貴様の席と思えよ、雑種。
Look at me rallying these cretins back to their feet. So foolish. Know that this is your fault, mongrel.
ごめん。恥ずかしいところ見せちゃったわね。
Sorry. I really embarrassed myself there.
名誉挽回ってわけじゃないけど、ここからは最後までオペレーターとして最善を尽くすわ。
Though this doesn't mean I've redeemed myself. From here on out, I'll be giving my all as an operator.
全くです。作戦を立てる私たちがあなたの負担になってしまって。
I feel the same. We are the ones crafting the strategies, but we ended up becoming a burden on you.
ここからはお任せを。オペレーターとして、アトラスの錬金術師として、最後まであなたの力になってみせます。
However, I'll take my place again now. As an operator, and as an Atlas alchemist, I shall be of use to you. I'll at least get sent to where BB is. Thinking that, I spring back to life. Rin and Ronnie are far more outstanding mage fighters than I am. Because they have superior judgment, they have a more realistic and discerning BB's comparative strength in our situation, which overwhelmed them. They felt worry and anxiety magnitudes more than I did. But they dispelled the distress. They say there's still work we need to do. Yeah, I know full well how strong BB was compared to us from the very beginning. We're no match for her. We can't do anything. If reasons like that are stopping us in our tracks, then we're not putting up much of a fight. Leo, the most outstanding of us all, left the rest up to Hakuno Kishinami. This must be why. He knew that we would lose. He knew that we couldn't win. Still, he entrusted everything to someone who hadn't given up yet.
よし、そうなると問題点は2つ。そのうち1つはあのでっかい迷宮の核ね。
Alright, so we're facing two huge issues. The first is that huge labyrinth core.
はい。あの核を破らないことにはムーンセル中枢には到達できません。あれが正真正銘、最後の壁です。
Yes, without destroying that core, we can't reach the moon cell's core. It is truly our final obstacle.
それは私が解決できます。
I have a solution for that. I kind of figured you did, considering you were trying to say something, but we did talk over you that entire time. And I'm sorry for that. I try not to talk over other people. Sakura, Wearing a grave expression, she returns to the student council room from the infirmary.
あの迷宮の核は BB の
Ah.
壁ではないんです。あれは私の心の壁です。
I had a feeling that was a possibility. That labyrinth core doesn't belong to BB. That wall is mine.
あんなものすごいトラウマを持ってるの？桜木は。
What? Sakura, you've got trauma that bad?
SG は秘密であってトラウマではないと思うのですが。
SGs may be secrets, but I don't think that makes them traumas.
いえ、さくら。それが本当ならすぐにでも解除できるのですか？
Wait, Sakura. If what you say is true, then can you quickly do something about it?
はい。あの壁なら私でも壊せます。あの時は言い出せませんでしたけど。
Yes. Even I can destroy that wall. I know I didn't bring it up at the time.
いえ、あれは仕方のないことです。あの時のミス東坂の精神状態は異常でした。
No, there was no helping it. Miss Tosaka was freaking the fuck out at the time.
さくらが何か発言しようとしていたことに私は気づいていました。ミス東坂は冷静さを欠いていましたが。
Throwing her under the bus. I had picked up on your remark, Sakura, but Miss Tosaka flipped her shit.
私が悪いっていうの？そうよ、悪かったわよ。だってすごかったじゃない、あのでっかいの。
Hey, are you saying it's my fault? Okay, yeah, it's my fault. But you think it was incredible after all. What hacker wouldn't go nuts over seeing a firewall like that? None.
さくら、ミス東坂のペナルティは私の方で考えておきます。
Sakura, I'll think of some penalty to put on Miss
です
Tosaka.
ので、心残りなく迷宮の核を解除してください。
So please, don't hesitate to remove the labyrinth core.
谷さん、いえ、皆さん、その件に
She's gonna fucking die or some
私
shit.
からもお願いがあります。
Rennie. No, listen everyone. About that, I have a favor to ask.
この扉を開けるには条件をつけさせてください。
Please allow me one condition to open that door.
私は皆さんの健康、安全を管理する AI です。本来なら勝ち目のない戦いに向かう皆さんを諌めなくてはいけません。
I am an AI that manages everyone's health and safety. Technically, I have to oppose you all going out to fight a battle you can't win.
でも
But
私にはもう止める言葉がありません。皆さんの戦いに協力させていただきます。
I won't say anything more to stop you. I'll be aiding you in your fight, everyone.
なら、
Then,
いいえ、今のままでは容認できません。BB への対抗策、銃の放火を無効化する手段を探してください。
no, I can't prove a thing as things stand now. We need a countermeasure against BB. Please find a way to disable her 10 crowns.
叶った時、迷宮の核、さくらの心は開門させます。それが私の出す唯一の条件です。
Once you do so, I'll open up the labyrinth core. Sakura's mind. That's the one and only condition I have. So Sakura says, her eyes bearing determination. 10 crowns. She does have a point. Disabling that crow, sorry, I was thinking about the skill in Grand Order. She has a point. Disabling that skill is the minimum we need to do. Why don't we start by consulting Randy? Mr. Kishinami, about analyzing 10 crowns. Actually, it truly pains me to say this. It's impossible to analyze any further with just Miss Tosaka and Mila alone. Figures. So it's not going to be that easy. 10 crowns is a part of BB's matrix. It's not likely she would reveal her weaknesses so easily. Thanks to that green archer, we got part of the data. We could have done it on our own. So please provide us with sacrament. With this many points, I'll get the analysis done in 3 minutes. I think I got that. So was that easy? It's a massive amount of sacrament, but it's enough to scrape together somehow. So, money speaks loudest in the end as usual. King of Heroes' money is power system. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Hey, you stole that from me. The money's power system is the Tosaka business. It is what it is. We simply don't have enough mechanical power. We have to make up for where we fall short. Yeah, I have that much. Yeah, here. Nope, that's okay. I have the sacrament. Thank you very much, Gil. Thank you very much. With a power source of this quantity, I can unseal the black box. Please give me a few minutes. I swear on Isis, Mother of Magic, that I will unveil the 10 crows. Finished. I'll transfer the matrix data to you. Ooh. Whoa, this is just bonkers. Now I get why BB can do whatever she pleases. Still, this alone isn't enough, huh? Isn't there some way we can block it? I don't see a way to block 10 crowns. Did I say crows? Crowns. But I have an idea of how to counteract it. Seriously? After analyzing 10 crowns, I acquired privileges from the moon cell to access primordial powers. 10 crowns is the genesis of human history, the dawn lightning over civilization. To summarize, it's an origin archetypal power, from which human genes began. It is inherent within every human being. So we'll add such a power to our servant tier. If they're equal in strength, then it may prevent 10 crowns' ability to make things as if they never happened. Oh, you mean to involve my prototype? Yes, diving into a servant's cyber frame and directly accessing the heroic spirit core will reveal their root, sealed by the moon cell. We will unlock mythological mystic code. Going directly to a heroic spirit's core? Like when we did a mental dive into Sakura? Yes. Fortunately, we have the know-how on that. I believe it's quite a feasible procedure. I see. Basically like back when Sakura was attacked by Meltrolis. This time I'll be diving into my servant's digital frame. Now this is extraordinary. I won't deny you to experience my prototype. But with it comes equal part risk, you know. Anybody will have a sanitation system to serving as the immune function. There are neither enemies nor allies there. That is the one issue. While we can use the multicolored tranquility ascendant Hakuno, his servant won't be there for protection. I plan to include an escort doll to serve as a pseudo-servant, but the doll doesn't have very high stats. Going in will backfire on us. A mere doll isn't just going to up to the task. Should we prepare a special kind of familiar? Realistically, we can't. Sakura is already utilizing memory beyond her limits to maintain the old-school building systems. Performing analysis is one thing, but we don't have the spare memory to add a new independent function. So, I say we request help from Junako Kirigiri. She could transfer Lancer over to escort Hakuno. There's no question that Lancer is powerful enough. So him. He certainly is competent. I have no objections to his dignity and strength. But do not contract him, Hakuno. A trial contract should pose no issue, though. What other choice do we have? I'll have to work with it. We absolutely need a buffed servant to compete with BB. Same goes for you, Kishinami. This will be your second dive, so please prepare for it. I reply with a nod, of course. I know diving into a digital frame is dangerous, but this is our last hope. Before doing so, discuss with Junako Kirigiri. We're suggesting it, but she might not be so eager to help. Yeah, worst case, we could force her, but I wouldn't even bet on Kishinami's life that we could do it. So there is one thing we can try. She'd have to get on board if we sell it well. Rin? She's muttering about something. I wonder what it is. She doesn't seem to be referring to Jinako. Don't mind me, just thinking out loud. Please go convince Jinako. She won't talk to anyone but you at this point. I guess so. Jinako's definitely not going to talk to Rin or Ronnie now. I'm not very confident they can succeed in persuading her, but without Karna's help, it's too dangerous to dive into my servant. For now, let's just go to the janitor's closet. Alright, gang. I'm still gonna continue past this. Like, I'm still gonna do all this. I don't think we're gonna... Hey, what's up? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're definitely not gonna get to BB today. Fuck. There goes my assumption. Each tried our best. I got lucky in avoiding getting attacked, and finally reached the place that looked like an exit. There was this mysterious door, and that's where I hit a dead end. And so... Kishinami, my boy, it's time to start the final Taiga quest. I've been told that in order to open a mysterious door blocking an exit, you need a girl's secret. So I want you to go to get a girl's secret for me, Mr. Kishinami. Huh? An SG? Who told her about that? I have my ways. Anyway, I'm sure I need a secret nobody knows about yet to open that door. I need it, okay? So good luck. Alright, give me a sec. Hey, by the way, while my head's turned to this other screen here, did you guys know Pocket Pair, the guys making Pal World, is making another Pal World spin-off game? Honestly, it kind of looks a little bit better than Pal World. Although saying that, I do really like Pal World. There it is. Just my opinion. It looks to be some sort of like farming sim, which part of Pal World already is kind of a farming sim, so I don't know what they're doing here, but Chapter 7. Saber collection, Caster Taiga collection. Oh, yeah. Make sure you find Dolphin Finder, completing the miniature dungeon. Servant origin outfit automatically. Sakura's lunch, a caster thing. Defeat the 3 optional bosses. Interesting. Well, we don't need to worry about that right now. Welcome. What missions for you asking me today? Yeah. How about a little Jasuke before all that? I don't feel like getting a seating cushion out for you. Just sit somewhere over there. Want to play a fighting game? I found this bonkers game called Dive Kick. It's awesome. It's only got 2 buttons. Dive and kick. There's also only 2 playable characters. Same stats too. Only difference is the color of their clothes. It's as lifeless as it gets. It's so repetitive, I don't know why I'm playing it anymore. Well, you know, it's a game that embodies how Jinako feels now. So, what do you need? I explained the entire story to Jinako. About how the Moon Cell's core fell into BB's hands. And how she brought about the outside reality to ruin. About how in order to change those facts, we need Karna as part of our strategy to deal with BB. Okay, yeah, I know about all that. I heard it during your previous chat in the student council room. Right, she bugged that place. She readily agrees. Her difference makes me suddenly say... You kept quiet when you knew? Of course. What else did you have me do other than play dumb? I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm not going to help you, Kishinami. After all... After all, leaving isn't good for me. Unlike everyone else, I'm already dead. I want to stay here forever. Yeah, you want to take down BB? What happened to this place when you do? You know it's BB who set this place up. If you take down BB, I'll be going back to being a corpse. Why would I help you do that? It's not possible for me. I won't end up like Gato. I don't have pride like Shinji did. Even if I return to the near side, there's no saving me. Her emotional dam breaks and gushes forth. To Jinako, BB's her last hope right now. We may be nuisances trying to take down BB in her eyes, which is why she doesn't want to help see us. I said this from the very beginning, didn't I? Words don't reach this woman. I say she needs a retraining by way of force. Gilgamesh makes a good point. But Junako holding back her tears, desperately enduring her fear of death. How could I do something like fight her?
It looks so disgraceful, but chatting made me feel better. Don't worry, Kishinami. I'm gonna help you, but I don't want to get in your way either. I'll lend you Karna. I want you to take him, actually. I've had it up to here with this stiff to a false servant.
So Junako decides while blowing her nose at the tissue and without looking at Karna. I'm dumbstruck, frankly. I wasn't expecting you to go down like this. Junako's going to transfer Karna to us without so much trouble.
In exchange, I'm not leaving. I'm staying here forever with my eyes and ears shut. I wait for the storm to blow over. Also, I don't care what that storm takes with it anymore, whether it blows you all or the school building away. I'm leaving everything up to God's dice roll.
Junako says this mustering all her courage and in full sincerity, it seems. She'll part with her guard, Karna, and face the end all alone. To disappear before she even realizes the end has come. But it's no different from her final moments in the Holy Grail War. I became acquainted with her, worked with her. How can I be fine with such an outcome? This decision is meaningless. I won't assist you all. I have no intention of severing my contract with Junako. Go back to the student council room. Regardless of what Junako says, I won't lend you all my aid.
Karna? Hey, this is an order from your master. You sure I should use a command seal?
Go ahead. With your magical energy, your command seals would be like tripping on a stone for me. You can't void our contract. It's not my fate to disappear here. I have no intention of dying in a place like this. Those who wish to destroy BB can do so.
Well, that's fine too.
I said I would have your head, but forget that. From the start, you had lost all worth in me slaying you. I'm frankly dumbstruck. I wasn't expecting this. I took Junako to be uncooperative, but she gave the okay. Yet it's Karna who refuses to help. Say whatever you want. I am one who knows fear. I won't reject pointless acts, but I keep my distance from reckless strategies. A mythical mystic code. A heroic spirit's primal power. To obtain it, I must fight you again, Gilgamesh. Our match is concluded. My wounds have yet to heal. I have no chance for success. Knowing I'll be defeated, why would I assent? Go back to the student council room. You have excellent advisors. I'm sure they can prepare a more adequate warrior for you.
Who said you get to decide, Karna? Junako wants to be alone. You're getting in my way, Karna. Get out. Everyone out. A worthless person like me is better off you turning into a snail.
That would be an insult to snails. They are desperate to live. The only worthless being are humans, Junako.
Karna switched to lecture mode. What are you going to do about this, Kishinami? Once Karna gets like this, there's no stopping him. He's the brother with the shit together, scolding his self-indulgent older sister.
The janitor's closet flew into disarray. Karna probably won't change his mind even if Junako gives her permission. As long as Karna refuses, that's the end of this plan. I'm going to return to the student council room and consult with Rin and the others. Well... oh shit, I didn't see word. Where is it? There it is. Collection. It doesn't say. That is unfortunate. Taiga, defeat Rondo, earn the fortune circle, saber, other archer, collection, saber, collection. Okay. Oh, wait, no, it is right there. Never mind. Oh, the 20th floor is optional. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Without having gotten Karna to agree to help, I returned to the student council room. I reported over to the others about how it all went down, and...
Makes sense. No one wants to disappear. Neither the humans nor AI.
that is what makes it so surprising. Jinako Karigiri quietly consents to BB's elimination, and despite fearing death doesn't refuse. Maybe it's her gambler side acting here, but this one contradiction doesn't exist in AI. They always lean to one side or the other.
In the end, Carter turned us down. Well, he expected as much.
Rin? Why is she putting on a wicked grin after hearing that?
Why? Because it means our trump card's gonna see some use. I mentioned preparing a special familiar, didn't I? Everything's ready.
In such a short time? She's confident about it, so I guess it'll be stronger than a doll, but what kind of magic Rin used to pull this off?
Anyway, we're ready to on our side. Tell me when you're set to go for one more psycho dive. A servant Spiriton makeup is littered with spirit sanitation programs, so I don't think you'll be able to avoid fighting. Also, once you dive in, you won't be able to leave until you wrap things up. Make sure you're fully prepared.
And that's that. Once I take care of anything I've forgotten to do, I'll come back. Alright. Yep. Oh.
Please be careful during your dive, okay? It's still dangerous.
Fool! Don't speak as if your spiritual makeup is anything equivalent to mine. My flesh possesses the supreme golden rule. It's the finest work of art in this entire celestial body. To one who is ordinary, every part of me is a perilous poison. Go forth steeled, and try not to become charmed. Right. And actually, if this truly isn't actually the end, and we still have like a couple floors to do, then I guess this is it. I'm not gonna run several floors within the next however many long that's gonna take. 4 hours maybe from here. Oh, hey. That'll be that. But first, we did in fact get an SG for a BB. So we're going to check it out here. Oh, we got one. We finished off melts too. That's cool. Yeah. Okay. So we'll read these and then we'll take off then. So, keyword. Benzaiten's 5-string biwa. Sarasvati meltout. The noble phantasm that BB granted this alter ego. Originally, this is not an anti-unit, but an anti-populace, anti-world noble phantasm. Not something to be used in combat or on a warrior, but against something in the range of a civilization with an established culture. Meltralis's sweet honey melts not only the body, but even the spirit. This noble phantasm dissolves the good sense and morals of a community, shaping it into a single body resembling a colony. Trampling on the bodies, hearts, societies that have turned to slime, she absorbs the power they have. This, that it shows such effectiveness against non-combatants is due to Meltralis's depravity leaking out. The one used as a basis was one of the 7 lucky gods, a goddess like the 3 goddesses of Munkata in Ugajin, Benzaiten. It is the Biwa of Benzaiten who controls things that flow, like water and wind, music and words, speech, poetry, and prose, and such natural phenomenon given form as a double phantasm. Benzaiten's origin is the Hindu river goddess Sarasvati, born of the creation god Brahma, but was unable to stand his passionate gaze, who desired her as his consort due to her overwhelming beauty, so she desperately ran from him,
making her a goddess that's timid in the face of love. Sarasvati is a goddess presiding over the art and education, and when she came to be worshipped as Benzaitan, she gained the ability to increase property as well. Cool. Oop, shit. Crime ballet, a simple combat style. The result of Melchulis's adoration of classical ballet, retuning herself with various attack skills. She obtained diverse powers by converting the origins of already completed stories and stages into skills. There are many references. The explanations are as follows. The heel named Curse Blade Giselle, from the classical blade Giselle. Despairing from betrayal from her beloved Albrecht, Giselle uses his sword as in a frenzied dance, during which she dies. Women who die before marriage become ghosts known as Wedis. She became a Wedis who abduct and dance men to death, but... Unforgivable Hilarion, from the classical ballet Giselle. Hilarion, who deceived Giselle, was caught by the Wedis and pays for his crime. He is not forgiven, and without waiting for dawn, they make him dance until he dies from exhaustion. Red Shoe style. Farewell, Albrecht, from the classical ballet Giselle. Albrecht was caught by the Wedis, but his life was spared when he's saved by one of them. As Albrecht, spared from death by exhaustion, raises his face, the form of the girl he loved the most fades like an illusion. All of this we had previously, I'm pretty sure. Siren lights a fire inside. From the classical ballet, The Prodigal Son. The rural lord's son runs away for a life in the city. Many temptations lurk in the city, the most extreme being the enchantress Siren, who corrupts men with the wiles she's gained from a life of adversity. Oh, this is the break point. However, the lineage of these skills are mere distractions. Crime ballet refers to how Melchulis has been cheating, which is why these are why this gives her evasion. To make herself invincible, Melchulis rewrote a basic rule in the Farce of the Moon: the lack of a sense of time with the lack of hit detection on Melchulis. The lack of a sense of time. So we should be able to feel time passing thanks to her. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to think about this. The lack of a sense of time. That was a normal rule that was overwritten. Yeah, so we should have been able to feel like time passing, which is interesting because it seems like we did. Instead of training herself thoroughly, Melchulis' act of altering the rules of the world to grant herself a privilege out of selfishness is in itself a criminal act. Hence crime in this ballet. Composite divinity. Okay. Alter egos are high servants created as a composite amalgamation of heroic spirits. BB accessed the Moon Cell's servant archives, chose goddesses compatible with each ego, and reproduced the data. Alter egos came into existence as composite goddesses. Melchulis is made up of 3 goddesses. The first is the chaste goddess Artemis of Greek mythology. Linked with the tides and thus the moon's movements, she would take aim with mana and shoot unfailingly, and at the same time bring plague and death. Which is true. The second is the crossed snake staff originating from either Old Testament's Leviathan or Ugaritic's myth's Lotan. It has the same origin as the staff of Moses used to split the Red Sea, also acting as a symbol of the split sea. Allows its holder to change properties like water, making them adaptable to any situation. They may also freely change their form, even to the shape of the holder's envy. The third is the Hindu river goddess Sarasvati. She holds the ability to control things that flow, like water, wind, music and words, speech, poetry, and prose, and such natural phenomena. The flow of her timbre can excite any emotion from the hearts of those who hear it, and moreover, interfere with the flow of electricity, like in a computer network. Okay. Just writing ability. There it is. The end of pleasure. An ego born from BB's desire to serve and pleasure. The kind of abnormally precious girl that men can't help but want to protect was the case. But because her skill lets her continuously steal her opponent's abilities,
she currently holds an aggressive disposition. In spite of how she takes in others, she doesn't care to understand or sympathize with them because Melchulus can't understand the feelings of others. She doesn't need other people. She doesn't understand dreams or love. In a situation where she acquired love, she would probably dedicate everything to attend to the target of it. To the self-sufficient Melchulus, their feelings aren't worth considering. She would declare in an oppressive manner that what she feels is correct. With no intention of conversing with them, oh, I love you more than enough to need that, with no desire to touch them, oh, that degree of pleasure is unsatisfactory, with no mind to say that she wants them to love her, oh, mutual understanding and such is unnecessary. Truly, what a domineering ego, devoted to no's and nots. Beneath the constant condensation and oppressive attitude, there is not a speck of doubt or hesitation in her, only a genuine awakening to love. Melchulus hasn't noticed that her true foundation is one who doesn't need others, an incarnation of self-pleasure. What lies at the core of Melchulus is devotion to the one she's fallen in love with. She repeatedly uses Drain to raise her level, and decided to take over the Moon Cell so she could offer supreme pleasure to her loved one. Protect her loved one, take them into herself, within her. Even if she changes to the point she doesn't know herself anymore, then continue to live on forever. She is determined that this is the highest form of love she can offer to her loved one. From Melchulus' perspective, even BB and Lip are just foreign bodies that I feel I have to save. However, those feelings are too closed off. For her, whose only certainty was her own feelings, whose connection to the outside world was insufficient, loving someone else was in itself a fatal error. BB. Potentia Theron. Imaginary Spiritual Trap? I think it's just Potentia Theron then. Oh gosh. Conception of all animals. Potentia Theron. The divine authority that BB compiled and imported from the depths of the Moon Cell. Originating from foreign goddesses approximately 8,000 years ago, the goddess Catalhoyuk. It is the embodiment of the power of creation held by mother goddesses, branching to Tiamat and Cybele, Ishtar, Inanna, Anat, Astarte, Gaia, Hera, Artemis, sure, Aphrodite, sure, Demeter, Athena, and more. Many of them are depicted with mural crowns. This is because many of these goddesses were also the guardian deities of cities. It's symbolized by gates open in the earth and sky, caves in the moon, whirlpools and typhoons in the sea, the craters of volcanoes, and so on, calling forth harm to bring about all manner of death. But once that harm is past, it promises an abundance of harvest and fertility. This authority is none other than the power to give life and death. Each mother goddess is a guardian deity, revered by the people as their protector, and at the same time, a sacrifice that feeds them with crops from herself and animals from her fields and forests. Each Earth Mother feeds man with her flesh and blood, kills man over time to recover his flesh and blood for food, and feeds man again with her returned flesh and blood. This circular process is the food chain. You could say that the cycle of life and death is the Earth's mother's true nature. Many goddesses with this authority either birthed countless giants and monsters that threatened the gods and man, or gave birth to heroes that became protectors of man. For example, Tiamat and Gaia became... Shit, I'm losing it, man. Hold on. Trying to keep my eyes from glazing over. For example, Tiamat and Gaia became threats, and Hera was a mother of heroes. No, she wasn't? Like ever? Well, maybe one. I don't know. None born on Earth can defy Earth Mother's authority. It would mean rebelling against the system of life itself. However, when they leave the Earth, set off for the cosmos, and pass the infantile stage of intelligent life forms, they will have overcome this authority. That the whole Yukt's wish is for the coming of that day. Interesting. Okay. One last thing to check. Yeah. I think getting more of these would only be from doing the CCC route, which we are definitely not in. Oh well. Anyway, I know I pointed at the Wrestlemainia sign, and well, I failed to get there. But hey, whatever. We are, however, I know, at the last chapter. So it should really only be like 2 or 3 more weeks from now. Really? And really, isn't that super close from now anyway? But, all that aside, I say we are done here for today. So with all that, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, rest of your week. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. And, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye now.